Look at this shot that I made yesterday. That's a bad shot. It's way too shaky. That's the problem. And today, I'm gonna fix that problem by fixing the thing that is making the shot. I'm gonna fix it using woodworking. Okay, so let me explain my actual problem with my current shot. So this was the top down that I was using. As you can see, it has the little clamp that goes on the table, and it has this that has my camera and holds it. And this is kind of what to expect. You put that on table, you shoot down, and that's where it goes. Now, what is the problem with that? So this is part of the video that I made where I'm writing down something, and when I'm writing, obviously I'm going to be moving, and so the pen shakes back and forth, and this table is not the most secure thing in the world, and so it starts moving back and forth. And when the table starts to move, since this is latched onto the table, the camera starts to move. And with every single thing moving, you're getting a really wobbly, unstable, and not very good looking shot. And so there's multiple ways that you can fix this. One is you can secure this. And that way, when this shakes and when this shakes way less, which makes this shake way less. The problem with that is that this system takes up a lot of space. And so I have to find a solution that doesn't take up this much space and also eliminates the camera shaking. So what is the solution? Well, me and my dad workshopped this idea, which is a tripod. And so with the tripod, you can secure underneath the desk. That way when this shakes, nothing else shakes. And so you'd rig something on top of this tripod to where it shoots down and you can still have your shot. Now, how will we go about this? Well, you have something on your tripod, and then on top of the tripod is a little screw that lets you screw your camera in. Well, for this shot, I'm not gonna be screwing in my camera directly. Instead, I'm gonna have a rig and then screw my camera onto the rig. And so for the top section, you can screw something else on for the rig to latch onto. And so that's the step that me and my dad decided to go. This solution has 5 main steps that I'll go through one by one. The first step is you gotta get the inverse screw. That way the top of the tripod can screw in. You have to build something, and so you need to have the reverse screw. That way you can screw those on together. And to get this screw, we've got to go to Lowe's. And I don't think I need to say much, but I don't go to Lowe's very often, so I'm kind of scared. I'm scared. I'm kind of scared to go to Lowe's. It's a very intimidating place, and I'm gonna have to look cool and tough and maybe change what I'm wearing. Dial is it? 6, 2x6. The second step is to make something that both the rig can latch to and the tripod can screw onto. And for that, we chose a piece of wood. Now, this wood, pretty long piece of wood. And so what you gotta do with the wood is you've gotta cut it. And we decided to cut the wood where the screw would be able to go right through the middle, and you'd have equal space on both sides for the latch to be flush. And so once you've nailed that in, you'll latch it on and you'll screw it on. And so to do that, we've gotta build the wood.
Yes.
Once you have the wood and you have the little part to drill in, you need to actually have the hole. And so I'm gonna drill a hole right here, and that way I can nail this part in. But you have to kind of drill the skeleton first so that you can nail it in easier. And with that, you use a little thing, you go, and so yeah, we're gonna go do that right now. That seems good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you've drilled the hole, then you're going to sand the hole and the whole wood block. This is pretty self-explanatory. It just makes everything smoother, and also when you drill it onto the tripod, it's not gonna mess it up, and it just looks nicer. So yeah. The fifth and final step is to nail in the piece to the wood and then to screw it onto the tripod so that you can test it and know that your part works. Now I have tested this part, and I actually have the part right over here. There it is, and there's the little drill thing right there. And I'm using my tripod right now, but I would screw it on. And I'll show you a clip of me screwing it on, and it's wobbling. This part doesn't work for now, and it's because these teeth move back and forth, causing it to be unstable and move just like this. You can't have that. And so these 5 steps and the $1.39 that this cost me, all in vain. Gotta run it back in another video. Can't do it today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe building this, maybe not. But yeah.